Welcome to the Introductions Necessary podcast, a daily introduction to the contributions of women working in STEM fields. With a background in both biology and physics, Dr. Patience Mthunzi-Kufa is poised to make big discoveries in the fields of biophotonics and disease eradication. Born in Soweto, South Africa, she studied biology at Rand Afrikaans University, earning BSc and MSc degrees, after which she worked as a research assistant in the HIV vaccine development unit at the National Institute of Communicable Diseases in Johannesburg. In October 2004, she began her employment with the National Laser Center in the Council for Scientific and Industrial Research, but was inspired at a conference to learn about optical tweezers. Because there were no options to study biophotonics in South Africa, she traveled to Scotland in 2006. She began her doctorate in physics at the University of St. Andrews, finishing 4 years later and becoming the first known person in South Africa to qualify for this degree. As the head of biophotonics at the Council for Scientific and Industrial Research, commonly known as CSIR, she is also the manager of the Photonics Center, and a research group leader specializing in advancing point-of-care diagnostics. Invited to give a TED Talk in 2015, she presented her research on using laser pulses to deliver medication to targeted diseased cells. The technology employs a three-headed tool that uses a camera to locate specific cells, the pulses of an optical laser to drill tiny holes in the cell, and a drug-sprinkling head that would deliver the medication to that cell. It is her hope that this targeted system could someday eradicate HIV. In April 2012, she was bestowed the Order of Mapungubwe in bronze for her contributions in biochemistry and biophotonics, locally and internationally. Presented to her by President J.G. Zuma, she was the youngest recipient of such an honor. Since 2005, she has authored or co-authored over 60 papers in her field, has secured funding to set up the biophotonics facility at CSIR, and is leading a team working on creating a multi-screening tool that converts a smartphone into a spectrometer that can then detect illnesses in bodily fluid samples. The technology is in the testing stages, with hopes that it can help bridge the gap between patients in rural settings and state-of-the-art diagnostics. Introductions Necessary is a production of 9 Hour Films. Our music was composed by Kristen Baum. Please visit our website, introductionsnecessary.com, to listen to previous episodes and learn more about the women featured in this program. We would love for you to introduce yourself to us on Patreon. You'll get the latest updates and find out how to support the podcast on patreon.com/9hourfilms. Thank you for listening.